Welcome back to week 9 of Tiger View with one of your hosts, Blair Davenport.
And your other host, Will Fiedler. As always, we start with the scoreboard. Cross country had a successful weekend this past weekend. They just keep winning. They're just doing absolutely great. They're getting prepared for sectionals. State's on their mind. We're really proud of the cross country team and all that they've been able to do. So for swimming, you've got some information about swim, don't you, Blair?
I do. They've been moving the water really well. They had the East YMCA Invitational, which Ariane Singh came first in that swim race, and then girls placed second, and Lamp as a whole just came one. So Coach Chambers really getting them swimmers to move in the water.
A boys' first place finish and a girls' second place finish helped them propel them to that. All right, volleyball. It was a great night last night. We had an extraordinary time. The student section was a little down. I know it'll be back for later in the playoffs, but the Lamp Lady Tigers beat Dallas County in 3 sets, and they just blew their opponents away. It was a good night for Jalen. She got presented with her 1,000 Kills Award. So we're super proud of her as athletics for that. And we just keep watching these girls just do amazing things. They've got regionals coming up, and then obviously, hopefully, they'll make it to state. Kind of segmenting to UFC. Talk about this past Monday in Frisbee.
Well, this past Monday, we had 4 games instead of 3. We started off with red against white, and red won 7-2. Then we had pink play Navy, and that game was pretty much over before it started. Pink set a record, actually, and beat Navy in the first half. That was rough. Then Neon played white. White lost again to Neon. Neon won 8-2. And then for our final game, we had red against green, and red somehow beat green. So that was a great game, too. And then we have postseason coming up this Friday.
Some key developments that came out of the week. Pink solidified themselves as the number 1 overall seed. They get a first-round bye, which is really good for Andrew's team, not having to play this Friday. We also have a lot of things coming up. They're talking to Sabria about cheer, Miss Gravid about Tiger Wisdom, and then Coach Bennett about boys soccer. And to introduce our Tiger of the Week this week, I know y'all saw that smiling post on the Instagram. He obviously was very happy when he won his first overall in his event at the East YMCA. So our Tiger of the Week this week is who, Blair?
It's the Torpedo, Ariane Singh.
All right. And as always, stay Golden Tigers. On this week with Full Court with Fiedler, we have Sabria Parker. She's the captain of the cheerleading team, and we're ready to ask her a couple of questions. All right, so to start off, Sabria, how are you stepping into the leadership role this year?
I'm a leader that stands on business, and I put my foot down in situations that, are we supposed to walk? I put my foot down in situations that need to put my foot down in situations.
Okay. So how, as you as a leader, is it different from last year's team?
This year, I'm making sure that no one feels secluded. Is that the right word? I make sure everyone feels like we're together and it's a team effort. I need everyone to be happy about each aspect of what we're doing. I don't want no one to feel, when you're on a team and you're that one person that just is like, they don't like me. I don't want no one to feel like that.
Absolutely. Make sure everyone's included.
Loved.
Who are the other leaders on the team this year?
Benita. Okay.
Yes. Kind of moving more to your personal aspect of cheerleading. What was your favorite memory as a cheerleader at Lamp High School?
No, that was something I needed to prepare. Okay, so it was like last year. That was last year, right?
2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years ago. Jez did his half court, and, he made it. That was so cool because, and it went on the news, y'all. It went on the news. And, we won. That was a winning shot. It wasn't just half court. It was a winning shot. What? That's not real.
It was a great moment for the Lamp Nation. Last 2 questions kind of build on that. So who is your favorite basketball player this year? All right. So what are you most excited? Oh, Blair is her favorite basketball player. Okay. We didn't know Blair was playing basketball, but this could be a new development. Blair might be a JV Warrior this year.
Why did you do him like that?
Last question. What are you most excited about for this season?
We're just, oh, my God. There's so much better than last. I can't say that. Let's cut that out. I can see way more effort than what I saw last year. I'm so excited. Basketball season's gonna start. We're gonna be cheering so loud, y'all. I'm gonna be cheering for my favorite basketball player. That's our spot right there. Look at it. It's gonna be filled during the season. It's gonna be so loud. We're gonna hype all the games up. It's gonna make the whole student body want to come to all the games.
Absolutely.
Y'all are going to love us. Stop cutting me off. They're going to love us. I'm not even joking.
All right. Well, we're super excited to have Sabria on this week for Full Court with Fiedler. And as always, go Tigers. So for a new segment this week, we have Tiger Wisdom with Miss Graben. All right. So to start off, Miss Graben, what is your favorite Lamp memory?
My favorite Lamp memory might be when we moved out of the old Lamp at 921 West Jeff Davis, and we moved to Houston Hills because that involved a lot of work, putting a lot of pieces together by a lot of people, and it was kind of tough and it was sad, but I think it was where we were supposed to be at the particular time, and then we've ended up here, so a lot of good came from that.
Yes, ma'am.
What lesson do you think students should gain coming through LAMP?
Well, I guess the most important thing that I would want kids to learn is not only do I want them to excel academically, but I want them to be the very best person that they can be. So I guess I've always told my kids that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And so I want all the kids that leave LAMP to remember those infamous words.
To kind of backpack off of that, what as LAMP, your time here taught you as a person?
I think LAMP has changed me as a person because I think it has shown me how blessed that I am to get to work with kids like y'all. And you know, when you're having a bad day, it's like these students at LAMP, they always step up and they're always there for you when you're having a tough time. And I think that's one thing that LAMP kids have always done, is they have loved and appreciated the teachers and what we do for them. And we are very, very blessed by that.
I know last year you had a good friend that packed the bags and left LAMP, but how is LAMP different without Coach Norris being here?
Oh, Coach Norris, he was an awesome person, and we had taught together like 23 years. And so when I go downstairs and I walk by his room and I don't see him, it makes me really sad, because Coach Norris was the kind of man that you knew was always there for you. And when you needed some encouragement, he always seemed to be there. And you know, I know in this day and time, people don't publicly pray with you, but Coach Norris was that friend when you were having a tough time. He would stand there, no matter if it was in the hall, the teacher's lounge, wherever, and he would pray for you. And I really, really miss that about Coach Norris.
Last question, Ms. Graven. What has changed at LAMP under your tenure?
A lot. I don't know if I can put my finger on one particular thing, but you know, I think that people change and LAMP has changed, and I think as teachers we just have to learn to adapt to what we're given and what we're blessed with. It makes us become better people in the long run, so we got to change with the times. So
We're really thankful to have you on today, Ms. Graven. Go Tigers.
Welcome back to everybody's favorite segment, Coach's Corner. I'm host Blair Davenport, and this is
Coach Bennett.
Now, do we have a doozy for today? We have a couple questions. I'm going to start us off easy. How is the team going to deal with the loss of last year's seniors?
We had 3 seniors last year. 2 of them were team captains, so we definitely have a loss in leadership, and we also have a loss in just like raw talent and ability. We have a lot of new players this year, a lot of really young players this year. How do I word this? They're small, they're tiny, they're little, okay? So just the physicality of this game is going to be an issue that we're going to have to face this season, and we're going to have to teach a lot of these smaller players how to plant their legs and body kids despite being half their size.
So how would you compare last season to this season?
It's roughly going to be the same. Last year we only had 5 returning players. This year we only have 5 returning players. I'm a lot more confident. I think we're going to have a year that we're going to have to grow, but I'm looking forward to that growth, and I think we're going to be able to play some competitive ball.
Who would you say are the leaders of this year's soccer team?
Leadership right now, I'm getting on to the older boys pretty much every day about that. Right now, one player in particular is really standing out. He's stepped forward. He's shown a lot of leadership, especially with the younger guys. Other than that one player, right now, leadership is lacking from my older players. So they're being called out in this because I want them to step up because they know what is expected of them.
All right. He's calling you guys out, so we need to pick it up. Our last question is, did you play soccer growing up? And then if so, is that why you're still?
Yeah, I played growing up. I played middle school. I didn't really play competitively till high school. My team, we went to playoffs pretty much every year. In my senior year, we won district, which was like a huge deal. I really loved it. A lot of the guys that I played ball with, we have like a bond and a friendship. And I'm really, probably one of the biggest aspects of coaching that I really enjoy is just the comradeship that goes with it. This year we have a really good group of guys. And regardless of win or lose, we walk off that field having developed as better young men and as better individuals, and we've walked off that field as a team that has each other's back, that looks out for each other, not just on the field, but also at school and outside of school. And that's kind of like my main goal in coaching, is not necessarily win or lose. I love to win, but it's, are we developing, and every day are we being better, not just as players, but as individuals.
Well, that's all of our questions. Thank you again, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
Come out and support the soccer team.
And now it's time to wrap up this week's episode of Tiger Review. So just kind of looking at the schedule, we'll get to talk about regionals that happen this week, or next week, next Thursday. You're allowed to go if you're in good academic standing. Make sure you go support your Lady Tigers as they continue their run towards state. October the 21st is going to be the Husky Challenge for cross country in Trustful, as well as the swim meet known as the Wiregrass Invitational in Dothan, Alabama. October 31st is going to be a big day for Lamp Athletics. We have both Powder Puff and the UFC Championship. So make sure you're ready for both of those games. If you're a junior or senior girl or boy, as a cheerleader, make sure you're practicing. We want to see a good game for Powder Puff. And then for UFC, we're not sure on who are going to be in the championship. It does look like we have a couple of favorites, but we're excited to see who's going to be there. On November the 2nd, cross country has sectionals, so make sure that you tell them good luck as they move towards that date and move on their path to state. And then on November the 3rd is going to be our basketball opener against Altamont. We need all of Lamp Nation here. We want the stands filled. We're not sure on what the theme is yet, but we need to make sure that all of that is squared away so that we can cheer on JV, varsity girls, and varsity boys. For miscellaneous announcements, Tiger Review is looking for some more segments, so if you have any ideas, please contact me, Blair, or anybody else on the Tiger Review staff, or even DM our Instagram. Make sure you go follow that Instagram. It is Lamp Athletics. And make sure you subscribe to this channel. And as always, Lamp, stay golden, Tigers.